Alright, so Ant-Man Quantumania is the first film of Phase 5. And I gotta tell you, it was okay. I'm a little bit disappointed, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do, huh? So, like, Ant-Man Quantumania is like, I just wanted more, I guess you could say. It's like in the trailers and all that, there seemed like there was like a lot of potential and a lot of like, I guess, hype for it, but I don't know. It's not bad per se. I don't know what the hell the critics are on, but you know, there could have been more. So I'm just gonna do the positives, the negatives, then just do the conclusion. Positive wise, this might be weird to say, but I think the CGI was actually pretty good, except for a character which I'm gonna have a whole separate thing for.
I am M.O.D.O.K, and you are the one they call Doofenshmirtz.
Oh yeah, that's what they sing at the end of the birthday song. Well, you know, at least they would have if anybody ever sang that song for me. Anyway.
The quantum realm in general, the quantum realm is very well done. I love like how it looks very like creative, like nothing we ever seen before. It's very cool. Another positive is the beginning. I like how we get to see like the joyful bliss of like Ant-Man in the with how he is like being an Avenger and being loved by the public and all. That was very nice to see. I like that. Like how he has like a whole book and all that, and you know, it's like cute whenever the characters mention his book. It's just fun to see and all that. Kang, I think, is a standout role. I can understand why he's gonna be like a major Avengers level threat. He's just so scary, and like you could tell he's not playing it around at all. He's intimidating and everything. Along with that, I like the ending. The final battle is pretty cool. I think it was like pretty creative with how Ant-Man and the whole Ant family, I guess, you know, took down Kang and all that stuff. That was pretty cool. And another standout positive here is Janet Van Dyne. I think Janet was a very cool character in this movie. Like, this is called Ant-Man the Wasp, but I think it should be called Kang and Janet because they stole the show with this. I mean, like, I'm not kidding here. And I guess I could get into the negatives now, because with that, Scott and Hope don't really have much of an arc or something to do. Hope especially, because with Hope we find out that she's basically running. I'm just gonna do spoilers now, because negative wise I need to talk spoilers. So like in the movie they get separated, the Ant family I call it. Scott, Cassie, and then you have Hank, Hope, and Janet. Hope literally, because Janet has like so much to do with the quantum realm, and she's like basically helping everyone guide and go through, and we find out like what she's been doing for the past 30 years. She gets all the time to shine. And Hank and Hope are basically just background characters just following her. And I'm fine with having that. That's all right. It's just sad to see Hope getting sidelined like that. And it's even more like worse because people like Hank, because in the movie there's like they're joking, going like, "Yo, bro, you're talking about ants. Like, why do you love ants so much?" And he has this like arc of where like the ants save the day and they help defeat Kang, which is another negative I'm gonna get into, but later. Because like it's cool to see Hank, you know, like go like, yeah, the ants are cool and they defeat him and whatever. And with Ant-Man, it's like, because of Cassie, he's just like dad mode, I guess you could say, because he's just like, I care about Cassie and I just want to worry about Cassie, and that's great and all, but like I just want more out of like an OG Avenger, I guess you could say, instead of just being like, I want to take care of my daughter. But you know, and speaking of Cassie, Cassie's just, I didn't really like Cassie. I can understand where she's coming from, like wanting to help the world, seeing like all these heroes and her father like save the world and protect people and all that stuff, but I don't know, I just didn't like her. Also, bro, come on, Marvel really replaced her, because I know you remember in Endgame, that wasn't the Cassie in this movie. Jeez. Oh my god. But another negative is they don't have like any of the OG characters, or any like this doesn't even feel like an Ant-Man movie. While I may dislike Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I think I know I made a video about this, but I gotta say, Ant-Man, the first one, I think it is generally a good movie, a little bit, you know, mid, but I do like it. And none of those elements or anything in that, like, in that movie, besides the character I'm gonna get into, comes back. Like, there's no OG characters, there's no, like, you know, Lewis and the ex-con gang. There's nothing to be seen. Like, the most we have is Jimmy Woo in a 1-second scene in the beginning, and that's it. That's all we have. Like, this isn't even like an Ant-Man movie at this point. It's just, I don't even know what to say it is.
Morning, Dwight. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Jim. We've been working together for 12 years. Weird joke, Dwight.
You're not Jim. Jim's not Asian.
You seriously never noticed? Hey, hats off to you for not seeing race.
It's just name and passing. But I guess like the main negative, like how I'm gonna get back, like I'm getting back to now, is how Kang the Conqueror got basically defeated by Hank's ants. Like, this guy kept going on about like how I destroyed fucking Thor or some shit, and I'm like, okay, you got defeated by ants. I can't imagine that happening, but whatever. And I guess speaking of the third act in general, that second act killed me for this movie. I think that's a major reason why I didn't really feel with this, because if you took out the whole rebellion plot, the whole, like, that thing in general, and maybe, like, if you could have kept the whole ant family together, exploring, like, the city and the bar and all that stuff, that would have been cool. But with the rebellion, you basically just halted the movie to a stop for no reason. It hurts it, like, majorly. But, you know, that's, like, the main problem I have with it. But I guess the other main problem, M.O.D.O.K. So M.O.D.O.K in this movie is Darren Cross from the first Ant-Man. Now, the thing about M.O.D.O.K, in the comics, he's not even Darren Cross. He's George Talton, and he doesn't have anything to do with the quantum realm or Kang. He is literally just like a guy that got turned into that while working at AIM. And I just don't understand. Like, I can't even consider that guy even M.O.D.O.K, even for real. Like, that's not even like M.O.D.O.K. That's just M.O.D.O.K in like costume and like comic looking sense in a way. And it's horrible. Like, the CGI also, man looks like Dr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I mean, like, I'm sorry, I gotta shit on M.O.D.O.K some more. So, like, M.O.D.O.K has this thing of, like, where Cassie, you know, goes, like, you gotta stop being a dick, and he comes back to, like, take down Kang's shield, and go, like, I am not a dick, and it's, like, it's not even funny. And whenever he goes, like, I died in Avenger, I just think to myself, what the fuck, man? Like, do you remember in Spider-Man 2, whenever, like, Peter and Dr. Otto Octavius had, like, a real connection with each other, and whenever Peter convinced Otto to, you know, like, redeem himself and save the world from his creation.
You once spoke to me about intelligence. That it was a gift to be used for the good of mankind.
A privilege.
That's like if this movie did it, but it had no heart whatsoever. And that's what they did with M.O.D.O.K. But, bro, what the fuck? Jeez. But, like I said, this isn't like a bad movie, but it's not that good either. I think the critics are like a little bit harsh on this movie, just a little bit, but not by much. I'm giving this movie like a 6 out of 10. Phase 5 is having a bit of a rough start, but I think Guardians 3 is gonna bring it home. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and, you know, just watch another one of my videos. I don't know.
Hey, you want to see something cool?